Hello guys and gals, this is Mac from GamerDub and welcome to another episode of I Am Sniper. Today, for the second episode, we are going to look over two specific guns, the L96 and the PSG, so let's get right into it. The L96 is a bolt-action 5-round mag gun that is unlocked at level 27. The recoil is very high compared to all the other sniper rifles. The PSG is a semi-automatic, and that is the last sniper rifle to unlock, so you have to have all the other sniper rifles unlocked in order to get it. The recoil is medium. There's two scopes we'll be looking at today, the variable and the ACOG, along with the default or standardized sniper scope. So as you can see here, these are the sways of all three types of scope. The first one being the default standardized scope, second one variable, and third ACOG scope. These first clips are with the regular standard default scope, and as you can see I have extended mags on with that because might as well not, there's no point to really losing an attachment slot by not picking up anything, and since it's the default scope you don't need to use a scope for that attachment spot, so why not get the extended mags. So that's what I'm using right here, and as you can see at first I was using the default scope and liking the 10 rounds in a single mag with the extended mags, but I've come to realize that the variable scope is actually much better, and I'll get into details a little bit more once we get into the variable gameplay, which, oh, speaking of which, here we go. This is, I'm using the variable zoom, and as you can see, the zoom, it doesn't zoom in nearly as much as the default scope does, which is great for the type of gameplay that I play. As you can see, I do a lot of quick scoping. I definitely am a very aggressive sniper, and so I'm always on the attack, and I'm never just sitting back defensively. So I need that broad view when I scope in order to quick scope well. So that's why I like the variable zoom. It makes it so that I have more vision when I scope in, and I can adjust my shots better with the variable scope. As with the standard default scope, I wouldn't be able to, I'd zoom in too much and it'd mess up my adjustments, and I might zoom right past the guy and I wouldn't be able to get the right vision on him, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so I've started really liking the variable zoom just because it has that, it doesn't zoom in quite as much, and so it tends to be a better scope for quick scoping. And as you can see right here, I'm using the L96 for all my scoped sniper rifles. That's what I go with when I do the variable scope. If I want to play with an ACOG scope, though, I go with the PSG, and the main reason for that is, well, the PSG is semi-automatic, where the L96 is a bolt-action rifle. So I figure with the ACOG scope, you need to be able to shoot. If you miss, you need to stay scoped in and be able to shoot multiple times afterwards. And that's where the PSG comes in handy, because it is that semi-automatic rifle, so it does do very well in a situation where you want to stay scoped and shoot multiple shots very quickly. Whereas of course the L96 bolt action, you have to wait for that reload time. So the two sniping classes, or the sniping setups that I would suggest, is the L96 with the variable zoom, or the PSG with the ACOG scope, ACOG sight. And you could go with the PSG with variable zoom as well, but I'm gonna be honest, I just plain out like the L96 better. It feels a lot better when you get the kill on the variable zoom, and it's just a lot more satisfying having that bolt action rifle. And so now I will leave it with a couple very cool clips that I got while filming this sniping gameplay. So I will let you enjoy, but be sure to tune in next week for another episode of I Am Sniper.
Friendly spy plane inbound. Losing A. for deployment. Our spy plane's in the air. Counter spy plane. Securing Bravo. Counter spy plane standing by. Our counter spy plane's in the air. Counter spy plane standing by.